Working on this field right now. It is 10.60 acres. Doing a couple passes on this one side because it is curvy on a hill. Then I'm going to head back to the other side where it's nice and straight and work my way towards where I am now. But I thought I would put the camera out and give you a little more of a Q&A, I think is what the YouTubers call it these days. Talk a little bit about myself and what I'm working on here. We're live. Cool. Proper sunglasses. That's a nice straight cut across the field. The sides aren't very even, so I like to cut straight down the middle. Didn't really pick out a guided line, just picked a spot I would like to head towards and hope it turned out straight. Done with the 6 outside rounds on this field. The owner of the field then gets half of the income I make off the hay, but I'm selling the hay to myself. My determining factor of what I sell the hay to myself for is going through Facebook and finding the average price of hay right now. When I'm done baling it, it would be there for time to sell. How I acquired land is I drive around and look for fields, small ones like this 10-acre field, for instance. I go find the owner and work out a deal with him. For instance, there's 2 10-acre fields that I rent for $10 an acre, which I have no clue what normal land lease is, but that sounds really good to me. None of these fields are full-on planted straight to anything other than just the natural grass that's growing, although the one I'm in now does have surprising amount of alfalfa growing, so at one point this was most likely grown with alfalfa as the main source of growth. But between all the little fields, I have been tracking the distance as I go around the field so I can map out exact parameters of the field and acreage. I'm guessing I am farming around 55 to 60 acres. I will get back to you when I do know that precise number. There are some gopher hills here. I'm going to slow down. perfect split. That means you have no loose ends. It's just perfect. Again, no GPS. Just picked a spot to head down the center, and it turned out great. Now for the other half. My ground speed is an average of 8 to 9 miles per hour. The longest part is opening the field. But once you start to just going back and forth, nice and straight, that's when it really starts moving. I am a big brother of 5 younger siblings, no older siblings. Longer name, but I won't be saying that on this channel for now. He is also known as Big Tell from a good friend of ours. Not that he's big or anything, he's about the same size as me. A little more muscular. He's a little more muscular, but I'm the faster runner, as we say. Anyway, he also helps out on my grandparents' farm. Have not been worked out, but everyone's hoping Kel and I will be able to take over the farm, be the next generation to farm it. The only problems is my dad would love to farm, but Grandpa and my dad don't get along. So it's kind of been pawned off of my grandpa's grandchildren, my brother and I, if we want to farm or not. Which we do, but on a full-scale farm at 19 in this economy maybe isn't the greatest idea. At least full-on throwing a farm on you. So every year I try and take on a little more responsibility and do it that way. So right now I mainly help out with field work from spring to fall, and then I occasionally help out with the milking. Morning feedings are done by my great uncles. One of them is planning on retiring, so I plan on taking over morning feeding for him. And then I need to talk to my aunt and uncle to see if they would like to continue milking, or if they would like to find different jobs and pass the milking on to me. But for now, I'll cut my little fields. I make up large acres. Hey everyone. Hey everyone, so it's been a while since I made that video, but unfortunately my camera stopped, so I didn't get the rest of what I was going to say. I don't quite remember what I was going to say, so I'll just make something up now. So, first cutting for me went pretty good. I made a total of, I think it was 94 bales. It's 94 or 95. I have everything written up down here. I should write everything from up here onto paper so I remember in the future. But anyway, I'm hopefully starting second cutting soon. And should hopefully be starting second cutting soon with some of my own equipment. I am really excited about that. I've also bought a tractor since then, but my tractor is a little too small for all the equipment I've gotten. So I am hoping to buy a bigger tractor later in the future. But right now, I'm currently saving up to buy a bred heifer. Her calf is due sometime in October. I am hopefully planning on picking her up
within the next week. Thank you for watching.